This is Sydney.
And I'm Sher. Here we are again with another challenge check-in where Sydney is reminding me why I left middle school.
Here.
All right, AI Dawn, get us started.
Welcome to the Seeking the Truth Challenge check-in.
But before we get into this week's challenge check-in, we will share with you a few thoughts that have been on our minds.
Your mind, not my mind. Please leave me out of this.
Our first category is the book Bonanza.
In this category, we will share with you a book we've recently read that we highly suggest adding to your shelf.
Recently? I didn't know it was recently.
This will be a book that we've read.
So the book that I chose is a book I used to read to my students when I taught geography. I'm just going to share the first page and the last page with you.
That's how I read books, actually.
It's a lot faster and more efficient. This is The Places You Go by Dr. Seuss.
I love this one. We picked the same vibe.
We did. That's why I was laughing when I saw the book that you brought. You thought that I was going to choose a history book,
I
didn't
thought you were judging me when you looked at my book.
No, I was laughing. I thought it was funny. Okay, the first page says, "Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away." And the last page says, "So be your name Boxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai, Alley, Van Allen, O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way." I thought that was a good vibe for us in general, Sydney.
I love it. Yes.
Thank you.
Need to listen to Dr. Seuss.
Yes, we do.
I did think because you shared Dr. Seuss, I wanted you to know that in our family, we have battles, or we used to, when we read the little Dr. Seuss ones to the children. Like, for example, when beetles fight their battles in a bottle with their paddles, and the bottle's on a poodle, and the poodle's eating noodles. Have you heard that one?
I think so, yeah.
Ben and I once, it's one of the times I probably am the most mad at him, is that we decided to have a tongue twister off in front of the kids, like who could read it the fastest. Ben was perfect, and I was like on fire. I was trying so hard. I took every ounce of joy out of it, and I was like, I could do this. And I was just like, game face on, never more serious in my life, and I failed miserably, and it took me a week to get over it. He was so good. I'm still mad.
I can tell. I wish you could see her right now. Her face,
is red.
She's sweating.
It's like feeling hot.
Good grief.
Because I was like, I'm the one who's reading the kids these books all the time. I'm good at this. I've got this. I would just be like, when beetles, battles, bottle, and Ben was just like, flow. Oh, it's hot in here. I'm so mad right now. All right, my turn with my real one. Rock just got Ben a Father's Day book, so I know Father's Day is past, but I had to share this one because we had a great time reading it. But it's called There Are Dads Way Worse Than You. Like Breaking Bad. The dad in that one, he said, "What if at a barbecue, your grill dad's skills are green, as long as what you're cooking isn't methamphetamine?"
Way to go, Ben. At least you're not doing that.
And then it goes through like different, like Luke Skywalker's hand getting chopped off, that kind of stuff. It's really funny. But then at the end, it says that dads can suck, as we've all seen, but moms are also liable. Harry's mom thought she was cursed and smacked her with a Bible. Anyway, next year, when you need a good book for your dad, There Are Dads Way Worse Than You. That really inspired Ben. He had a great time reading it.
Our next category is Did You Know?
In this category of Did You Know, we're going to share with each other something we don't think the other person knows about, whether it's an event or a thing or a fact. So go ahead.
Did you know that there are a group of Native Americans called the Hopewell, and that they're mound builders? Did you know about this?
No. Is this where you went on a recent trip?
No, I have never been to any site at all with the mound builders. I drove past it and said, "Oh, look," and that was about the extent of it. But they lived throughout the Midwest. Some of the mound builders went to the South, although they weren't the Hopewell, but mound builders were in the Midwest and in the South. But I'm going to focus just on the Hopewell for right now. And their civilization was from about 100 BC to the year 400 AD. They built mounds like pyramids, and they served as burial grounds. And then they also built other structures on top of the mounds because their mounds were made of dirt. And if you look it up, there's a lot of artifacts they found from the Hopewell, and they're super cool. So look it up and just see all the artifacts they've been finding.
I will do that. Sher, do you know about Action Park, a New Jersey theme park that existed in the 80s?
No.
Okay, my baby brother introduced me to a podcast where they talked about this, and I had a great time learning about this. In the 1980s, Action Park was opened by a man who originally had a skiing resort but wanted to make money in the summer. So he slowly added to his ski resort, he added alpine slides, and then slowly added more and more rides and things like that. The great thing about this is that, so this is the 80s, and our life was different in the 80s. This theme park was known for being extremely dangerous. So dangerous that they had an ambulance on staff.
No way.
Yes. In 20 years, they had 6 people die and hundreds of people injured every year, but they kept it open. I read through comments on a documentary and people were like, I actually went there and I broke my arm. It was so funny. I should not be laughing about this, but the Alpine slide, the brakes didn't work on the carts. So it was a daily occurrence that a cart would fly off of the slide. People were wearing swimming suits because it was a water park. And so they would get scratched up, broken bones. Oh, also the Alpine slide was made of concrete, fiberglass, and asbestos. The water slide had a big loop in the middle of it, and there's a reason you don't see that anymore because it doesn't work. So people broke their backs on this slide.
No.
There was also a wave pool, and they said on a given weekend, at least 30 people would need to be rescued from drowning.
Goodness.
And then my favorite was the Tarzan swing. They said as long as the person would let go at the exact right time, they would land in the pool. But if not, they would hit a concrete wall. But the pool was freezing cold, and often people would freeze up in the pool and need to be rescued.
This was an amusement park?
Yeah.
For the people watching?
I guess. I don't know. Not-
The guy was like up in a tower laughing his head off.
I know. I want to research more about this man and his childhood. I need to know. So anyway, several people died, several were injured, and it was extremely dangerous. The podcast my brother had me listen to, they also were laughing, but the documentary was called like Places of Terror in the United States. And they were a little bit more serious, but I still laughed. So I was like, that is insane. The parents
insane.
like, oh, it's $20 for a good day. And then it's like $200,000 because your kids' bones are broken.
Now it's time to supercharge your vocab.
And now we'll move on to the word of the week. But I'm going to do this a little different because I really liked it last time when you just guessed what it meant. I thought that was fun. So I have 3 for you today. Is that cool?
I'm ready. Bring
These
it
are
on.
all from the 1900s. Snake's hips.
That's when you are a really good dancer and you can really sway your hips back and forth.
Slither
really
your
fast.
hips? No. It means something excellent. It's positive. That's the snake's hips. This steak is the snake's hips.
I don't like that at all. My definition was better.
Okay. Full of prunes.
Full of prunes, It means that you're constipated, like even with your mouth, like what you're saying is constipated.
Yeah, I like that. But no, it says you're crazy. You're wrong. That sister so-and-so
prunes.
is full of prunes. You should say that at church when you give lessons, actually, because nobody will know but you and me and probably Anna what it means. And so you could just say, thank you for that comment. You're full of prunes.
That's a really good idea. I'm just going to say it to you and Anna and Shelly.
To us, like
Yeah,
to
to
me,
you.
that I'm full of prunes?
Yes.
You're crazy. You're wrong. I liked the definition. The last one, to ride the goat. In the 1900s, if someone said to ride the goat, what do you think that referred to?
That means you're not smart enough or brave enough or talented enough to ride a horse.
It means that you have been initiated into a secret society.
Ooh, that's scary.
Isn't that good?
Oh, it's scary.
I loved it. I was like, ooh, that's crazy because they call great athletes the GOAT now. I was like, this started in the 1900s. I like the 1900s words. I'm all about this. All right, now what we all came for is a check-in on our challenge. This week's challenge was to be deliberate with your fun. Have more fun and play more. Do something that will bring about joy in your life right now. Don't wait. And one idea was to leave a Post-it for somebody anonymous in the grocery store or wherever. But you could do whatever you want. What'd you do?
I didn't leave the Post-it, but I just wanted to share something that I try to do every single day. I hope it fits into the play category because it really helps me. Is I try to go swimming every single day. When I'm swimming, it's like all the yuck just disappears and it makes me feel better. It rejuvenates me.
I think you should add something to it, like throw water balloons at people from your pool.
That is a great idea.
I'll get you some.
I will add that
Okay.
to my list of things
Let's
to do.
elevate that play.
I like it.
I am determined to leave a secret Post-it on the next cardio machine that I use. I forgot to do it this morning. I was so disappointed. But I
great
did
idea.
leave a Post-it on Ben's car this morning, and it said, hey, call me for a good time. Your wife doesn't need to know. You're so hot. And then I left my phone number. And then I got worried later. I was like, what if it blows in the wind? And then our neighbor's like, is this Sid's phone number?
Please tell me that Ben got it.
I don't know. I should have put Ben's name too because now now it's just me with my phone number and I didn't think that out. So I better check in with Ben.
So much for this challenge.
Our new neighbor is going to be like, they were very nice, but now I know why. It was for Ben. It was playful.
And on that note,
Have a great week.